Welcome everyone. This is our update for August,
Yeah.
and I'm really excited about this session. Emma, what are some of the things the main points? I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you can let our viewers know what's coming up.
We're talking about sustainability. We're talking about reliability in transport. We're talking about weather and the impacts of fires that's upcoming.
That's a big one.
That we've been told about. We're talking about Yennora, New South Wales.
Yennora, my favourite subject.
So yeah, there's quite a lot going on in this session. So stay tuned and let us know what you think.
Well, let's get to it. What can we share with our viewers in relation to August compared to July and June?
Well, we thought August would be a little bit busier than what it was. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
No.
But that's not all bad. We had a lot of quotes come through for new clients, new work coming from current clients.
Sure.
There's a lot of movement in the market. So the general consensus is that people is looking for ways to save money and maybe moving different transport companies to see what others can offer.
Sure.
We put a few new offers on the table for our for state transport, interstate rail.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
There's a lot of interest in rail. Only a couple of things. The service for rail and the infrastructure has improved greatly from previous years, and the disasters from 2 years ago and 12 months ago, where the portion of the rail was washed out, and there was bushfires. There was all sorts of issues, but that certainly has improved immensely. So they're offering the same service as a general road service, but the cost savings are around 10 or 12%. So it's really shows very good, delivers great value to our customers. So if anyone out there is looking and interested in rail, please give us a call. And the other big plus for rail is sustainability. If you're thinking of wanting to reduce your carbon footprint, rail is the obvious one. But you're right, volumes are still down, unfortunately. We speak to a lot of our contemporaries within the industry, and they're all saying 10 or 20% down on volume. But there is some good news on the horizon.
Yes,
We've been speaking to a couple of the stevedore operations, the container terminals, and they have the benefit of seeing 3 months in advance, because that's how long containers are on the water. So 3 months from now, they say they've seen the curve go down, and they think it's bottomed out, and there's an upward trend, which is really good for all the logistics companies here and people that are importing products. There's products on the water coming to Australia, and the bump on effect from that is that logistics people like us are going to be very busy. So there's a plus. There is a plus. And we find, November, December, January, February are all busy months. So it is coming. So there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So stay positive. All of our compadres out there in the transport industry and warehousing, it's coming. It's coming. The wave is coming.
Be positive. It's on its way. It's also been very chaotic, though, hasn't it?
Oh, I don't know why it's so chaotic. Everyone's a bit frazzled at the moment. I don't know if it's the lag from COVID. I'm sick of talking about COVID. I want to just talk about the good things that are happening. But there seems to be some overlap, and people are still a little bit tired. They've come back from their holidays, and I think everyone's trying to get back into the groove again. And it's a little bit difficult getting into this groove. I don't know why it is. And we speak to so many people, and we get so many visitors here, and they're all saying the same thing. So I think people are really looking forward to their Christmas this year with the family, and
I think so. Some warmer weather.
Out. Warmer weather. That
makes everybody feel better.
I tell you what, I got that many aches and pains in my body. I'm getting older now. The cold weather's not good for me. I need to get some serious rays and some sun. So I'm looking forward to those 30-degree days.
Beautiful.
Will be magnificent.
So we're looking forward to September and the busy peak period to come.
Yeah, and if we can share with our viewers and listeners, Sydney.
Yennora.
It was evolved only a month ago. And we're tracking really good.
We're tracking well. I'll be up there next week with the team. So, out there seeing some customers. We still have some space available, which is really good. Space in Sydney is very hard to find. So if you do need some space, let me know. But the taxi truck division is going well. We're hiring lots of drivers. So the footprint that we had 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago is already different. It's expanded. And we're creating some really good relationships up there and partnerships. So I'm excited to see what comes for Sydney and how much we can grow it.
And I have to say, for those of you that do follow us on LinkedIn, I had the sunglass test. If you watched the previous, you know what I'm talking about. And I have to say, we have Dylan, Ali, and Hayat there, and absolute superstars.
Yeah.
They're
a great team.
I needed 2 sets of sunglasses.
You did.
They're absolutely brilliant, really nice people as well.
They are.
I really enjoyed their company, and they're go-getters.
They are.
They're passionate about the brand, and very organised and ready to assist all of our clients. So yeah, if you have an opportunity, check the guys out. Ring Dylan. He's the manager for the depot out there. And we're really excited about the prospect of Brisbane as well. So it's going to happen pretty quick. So, watch this space for more about Queensland.
You're telling people these things.
We've got to be in Queensland. I'm talking to, again, a lot of our contemporaries, and they're all telling me Victoria's quiet, compared to the other states. Sydney is busier, but the busiest place to be in is Queensland.
Yeah.
There's so much infrastructure going in, so much logistics, so much activity. It is the place to be. So we want to be there only in order to keep our growth and being able to service our clients' needs up there as well. So I'm pretty excited, and
me too.
I can't wait.
I'm happy to get up there.
Hey, 30 degrees.
I know.
I'm there tomorrow.
Pina coladas.
Let's go.
Why not? It's a good business to go.
Yeah, but it's not the Gold Coast, Emma, and it's not Palm Cove either.
Port Douglas?
Not Port Douglas. No, it'll be
Sunshine Coast.
Somewhere in the burbs. Yeah.
So Albert, sustainability. And we're trying to minimise our footprint within our warehouse space and our transport space. What are some of the initiatives that we're doing to be able to minimise our carbon footprint?
Yeah, look, for many years we've been speaking about this with our clients, and I'm so pleased that we were able to develop a property up in Dandenong with the assistance of Pelicano.
Yep.
And the guys there have been absolutely brilliant. We have a very green site there. We have solar power, which is great, and we have a number of electric forklifts there. We've gone from the gas to electric, and with the new lithium batteries that Lindy Forklifts have supplied us, and they're fantastic units.
Yep.
And knowing that overnight we can charge all of our equipment through sunlight as opposed to going onto the grid, and we're not burning fossil fuels or anything, is a big plus. We've got huge water tanks there, so we can water all the plants and so on around the building, which is another plus. It's got the highest insulation rating. We've got fantastic ambient light throughout the offices and the warehouse, so we don't have to switch the lights on off and on as often, because we're using just pure sunlight to light the building. And we're doing as much as we can here at our other sites as well by trying to reduce our carbon footprint. And the big one, and we're happy to share with anyone who wants to inquire with us, we're able to and develop the metric that can measure our CO2 emissions from our vehicles.
Yeah.
And there's a downward trend on our emissions, which is very pleasing to see. Yeah. And we're saving hundreds and thousands of tonnes of carbon every year through using the latest and bringing on the latest generation vehicles. But also a better routing, more efficient routing is helping burn less diesel, obviously. And also all of our staff here, we're trying to recycle whatever we can.
Yeah.
All of our paper and our plastics are fully recyclable, which is, a great initiative. And we've got a logo now that we've developed in-house, and I'm sure if we can ask our brilliant cameraman up there that if he can put a slide up on it, that would be very, very generous of you. Thank you very much, James. And you can see it, and it's actually a visual of how we think and where our vision is in relation to being more sustainable. And we have some other big news, which is revolutionary.
Stole it from me. I was about to say it.
Okay, Emma. Well, please, Emma, tell everyone about.
We use a lot of pallet wrap in our warehouses.
Yeah.
We have found a pallet wrap business that is 100% biodegradable within 90 days.
Which is...
How incredible is that?
Yeah.
We use hundreds and thousands of metres of pallet wrap every day. We could wrap the whole world.
We could wrap the whole planet. That's absolutely correct. And knowing this is... And we met the the inventor
Yeah.
of this product and also the manufacturer of this product, and he's a lovely guy, Geordie. And Geordie did say that he would do a session with us where he
did.
could tell all of our viewers about it. So we will let you know, and we'll have Geordie on, and he'll be able to tell you. He's very passionate guy, and his product is a starch-based product, as opposed to the petroleum-based product. So it'll, as you say, it will be biodegradable within 90 days. But it has strength-style. It's a very strong product. That still will be durable enough for us to transport all around Australia.
And in different weather climates as well. We spoke about that.
Tested it. He's a lot of testing into it, and the product is very, very, very stable. So we're pretty keen to do that. And as you say, we could have wrapped the planet, I don't know how many times.
I know.
If we're all able to do this, it'll be a great saving, not only for the carbon, but also just for all the fishes out there in the oceans.
Greener future.
Let's save the fishes.
Let's do that.
Emma, I have a question, Emma, I'd like to pose to you. What does reliability mean? Not to us, but to our customers. We always have to think from the customer's point of view. So what's present in their mind when they think about reliability? Because we have heard from a few, that's a pain point for them. I don't know if you're able to expand a bit on that.
I think reliability with our clients is making sure that we can provide the services that we're telling them that we're going to provide. So if I'm going to tell a client that I'm going to get their freight picked up in an hour, it's my job, and they're relying on me to make sure that I get that truck picked up or that freight picked up in an hour and delivered to their customer. Reliability is really important. You've got manufacturers that are waiting for products, or you've got boxes or raw materials that are all waiting to be manufactured. So making sure you're reliable and you're on time for your clients, it impacts their business. So it's really important to be reliable.
No, you're right. And we did have a focus group. We asked a couple of clients about some of the key points, and reliability was really at the top of the list.
Yeah, it's a big focus point.
But the message they gave to us is that many have been in business for many years. They've used lots of different carriers. Fortunately, they're using us now. But they said their experience was you need to do what you say, and you need to, if you're going to say, you promise something, you must deliver on it. And we're very big on making sure we deliver on what we say we will do on all occasions. And we will move heaven and earth to make it happen, to ensure what we've engaged and what you engaged us for, the trust that you put in us is very highly valued, and we will deliver on all of those points. And we've got so many people, talented people here, that are great ensuring that the process, supply chain, its integrity is always kept on all occasions.
We've got a very reliable team, and that permeates throughout to our customers as well. So it's very important.
And I have to say, I know in our operations they've got an acronym, ABC, always be communicating, and I mean that's very, very, very big. So ABC is big with us, and PSA, which we've spoken about before.
Problem-solving ability.
Problem-solving ability, but problem-solving in advance of something happening. Like a lot of things are visible to us. We've got so much technology that allows us to see into the future. It really does. We can see what's happening. We've got reports on traffic conditions. We can see our vehicles via the live GPS tracking, and there's so much problem solving we can do it in advance of it occurring. And we have other redundancies in place that certainly helps, and the huge depth in our fleet. We've always got backup vehicles, vehicles, because things do go wrong. It's not a perfect science. But we've got the policies in place and the procedures that over 34 years in development. So, is it an overnight success? I don't know, 34 years. I don't know about being overnight, but it's there.
It's good. Reliability. So, Albert, in the last couple of months, we've heard a lot from our governing bodies in the logistics industry that as the weather gets warmer, the potential for fires is going to be huge this year.
High alert. They're saying, guys, get ready. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, so we thought a couple of years ago was quite bad, but we've actually been told that this year's actually going to be much, much worse than what we've ever seen it before. And they've told us to gear up, and we're telling our customers to also do the same. find some contingency plans. How can we help you get freight from A to B safely and without much disruption?
Yep.
And we have the best solution for that.
Yep, and I know our operational team are speaking also to the industry bodies, looking for alternate routes, but
Yep.
also fire-safe plans for our drivers, doing not only local but also line haul,
Yeah.
critically for the line haul. So we're building all those redundancies in there to keep our people safe. But how do we keep the supply chain open? What are some of the things that customers can do? And our biggest tip, if you have the ability to store in another state, to build up some stock reserves, so that in the event, listen to reports on the news, you'll be hearing them and you'll be seeing the visuals as well as we have over the previous years. So use them as your triggers to then look a few days in advance or a week before and say, listen, I think it's time we send a couple of 100 pallets up in Sydney or Brisbane. We can store in both states for you, and just have that reserve there as a bit of insurance. Particularly for our food companies, they're all about keeping their space on that shelf full with their product. If it's not there, you can't sell it.
That's right.
So, it's a big advantage for us now to have those depots. Speak to us, watch the news, plan in advance.
Yeah,
So there's
definitely.
no disappointments, because I know last year and the year before we had floods. We had fires. It was like Armageddon. It really was. And then the rail, 200 kilometres of rail was flooded.
The only thing we didn't get was a plague.
We didn't get the plague. Oh, we did. We got COVID.
Oh, well, there you go.
3 out of 3. Oh, no.
So we've had everything.
We've had
so we
everything.
are well prepared. We now
Yeah.
know what we need to do. So, yeah, get on board and
Yeah.
start thinking of your contingency plans.
Yeah,
And
okay.
so what we can do to
Great
help.
advice. Stay safe, look after your people, and try and plan in advance of what you see on TV happening.
Yeah.
Get stock up there would be our advice.
State Transport, our people are your solution. State Transport, our people are your solution.
Statetransport.com.au